You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by Planes, Trains, and Automobiles promotion that's happening this Saturday. Dan, how you doing, man?
Pretty darn good. How's everything in Small World?
It's good.
Wonderful.
Good, Heidi. You're looking
Pretty saucy.
Yeah, I can't say that. You're married to her, John.
Oh, I can say it. She's looking pretty saucy.
You can say that. Who's having birthdays today? So glad you asked. Harpo Marx.
Oh.
Marx Brothers. What a talented dude, man.
Yeah.
And to do all those movies, to go through that entire career without saying a single word.
Yeah.
But you always knew what he was thinking, what he was up to.
Yeah.
Pretty fantastic.
Yep.
Let's see. William Bonney. Billy the Kid.
Oh, yeah.
Born this day. You know, everybody thinks he was this big Western outlaw. The kid was from New York City.
Yeah.
Which is always interesting.
Yeah.
To me. And Destiny Cyrus is 29 today.
Destiny
I didn't know there was a Destiny Cyrus.
Actually, that is Miley Cyrus's birth name.
Oh.
Destiny, Miley, kind of sort of fits. Yeah, okay. You know, she's a billionaire, like with a B.
Really?
Qualified billionaire. That happened several years ago, actually.
Huh.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
Wow.
Let's see, it was 1863. Patent is granted for the process of making color photographs.
Nice.
1889. The very first jukebox fires up in the U.S.
Oh, cool.
1889?
Yeah, 1889.
Wow. That is way earlier than I was
And
expecting.
you would think that would be New York, right? Something
Yeah.
like that. East Coast. Heck no. It was the Palais Royal Saloon in San Francisco.
Holy cow.
Really?
Yup, and that bad boy featured Cher's greatest hits. And 2004, this day, the multiplayer online role-playing video game World of Warcraft is released.
Oh, that's a big deal.
Do you know that's the world's most subscribed game?
I wouldn't doubt
Like
that.
in the world. I mean, it's,
Yeah.
like at least probably over 100 people play that.
At least.
Way more than that.
I frankly have no idea what it even is.
I don't either.
That's
Playing, good luck to you.
It's a video game.
I know, you know, we all know, and we can just get this thing done, guys.
We are going to do that. It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by a really fun thing that we're doing, the Planes, Trains, and Automobiles promotion this Saturday. Can you believe it's this Saturday?
I know, and if you're going to the Parade of Lights parade,
You'll see us this Friday.
we're in it, and it's jaw dropping, is what it is.
It's going to be amazing.
You will point, laugh, smile.
Yeah.
And I don't know,
Pointing it.
just, you know, you're not supposed to actually step onto the avenue
Yeah.
anymore, but if you want to just, you know, give us a couple bucks.
You don't need to do that.
That's fine.
You don't need to do that. But we
I
will
can
see.
clear it with City Hall.
All of the details can be found right now at sunnyradio.com.
In the past year, did you find yourself drinking more often? The stress of the last year had that effect on many people. If you're struggling to get back to normal and get the booze out of your daily routine, there is help. TimeForRehab.com would love to help you find the best option for you. There are many different programs. TimeForRehab.com will do our best to match you up with the program that will work best for your needs. Learn more at TimeForRehab.com. We want to help. TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting.
It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. Dan, what do you find interesting today?
I do find this interesting. I am, you know, generation. I am a baby boomer.
You are, yeah.
And the reason they call it that, it was like, you know, after World War II, all GIs came home, got married, and, you know, the Industrial Revolution was on, and everybody had 27 kids. It was crazy.
Right.
Yeah, there's over 80 million of us, by the way, which is nice. But we're looking at younger generations now, and this just cleared the line out of Bloomberg News. A growing share of U.S. adults who aren't already parents say they really probably won't ever have children.
What?
And a ton of them say, nope, never want to.
That's weird.
And they cite everything as financial instability to a lack of partner. Yeah, that can be
Yeah, that'll.
I could see that.
be a downer, or just a complete apathy for the whole thing. New survey from the Pew Research Center found that 44% of non-parents ages 18 to 49 say it's not too likely or absolutely not likely at all that they will have children.
Well, when they're going all the way up to 49, I mean, by the time you're at 49,
Yeah, it's getting
you're
up there
not
ways.
gonna. I mean,
That's not true. I'm just a little bit south of 49. I want to have another one.
you totally do not want another
I
one.
totally do.
Yeah, he keeps saying he wants to buy a kid, so yeah, that's true. I can vouch for him.
Okay. Wow. Pretty judgmental.
No,
Alrighty then. That, by the way, is an increase of 7 percentage points from the 37% that it was just a couple years ago. Now consider this. Survey doesn't bode well for reversal in the downward trend in U.S. fertility rates. In other words, the population needs to grow a certain extent every year because of, jobs and everything else and what's going on. It's for a healthy economy, basically. Now, number of babies born in the country fell 4% over the past year. That's the largest decline since 1973.
and I was thinking with the
Isn't that
pandemic,
something?
we were going to have baby boom like crazy.
It turns out to be just kind of the opposite.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I just kind of thought that was
That
interesting.
is interesting.
I can see why you feel that way.
And you do hear that because you guys are parents, and I'm parents, and I always, well, it's really not quite the right time. There is no right time.
No, there's not.
You want to have children to do it, man. It's an amazing, amazing thing. Best thing I've
Agreed.
ever done.
I agree completely.
Not that my bar's ever been all that high, but Luke, Sadie, I'm kidding. I'm a kidder. You guys are aces with Dad.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah, it all works out, but I just thought that was interesting. That age group, 18 to 49, and almost half are going, no thanks, no.
Yeah.
For various reasons.
It'd be nice to see if they'd break that down a little narrower.
See, I can see that at 18, 19, 20, 21.
Right.
Because it's really not even in your wheelhouse
Right.
yet.
Because I think if they did like 18 to 25 and then 25 to like 35.
Right. I think it should be.
They'd have broken it down a little different.
Okay, I'll call Bloomberg and Pew Research,
I'm-
John.
Yeah, we
should
should do that.
Get on the horn with them. All right. Thanks, Dan.
wants you to do it this way.
Just think that it's kind of
And then I can hear, as usual, who is this and how did you get our number?
I would like to hear the point of view of the 20 to 30
Yeah.
age group.
The
'cause
ones
I
that
bet that's
probably
completely
would make
different.
up the majority of people actually having children.
Right.
Usually.
Right.
All right. Hey, Dan, thanks for that.
It's interesting. Sorry it wasn't up to your standards, John.
So I refer to this as stuff Dan finds interesting. I'm John with a fun comparison. Some puppies are purebred and they cost more. Others are more affordable. And then there are free puppies. Nobody really knows where they come from, but they're free. In the advertising world, it's like that too. There are some super expensive ways to advertise if you can afford it. And there are some free things you've probably tried, but those dogs rarely work. Radio is kind of like that middle puppy. Affordable, will snuggle with you, and hopefully not pee on the rug. Radio advertising. Super affordable, a great investment, and man's best friend. Try it and let BetterResultsAdvertising.com bring your message to life. Time now for your morning coffee break, brought to you by Kaladi's Bistro on the corner of 26th and Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls. Dan Farris, what you got for us today?
Well, it was last week down at City Hall, and there's a big lottery going on. 79 different businesses and or individuals had applied for medical marijuana license. Of which-
79?
Yeah, there were 79
Holy
applicants
catfish.
for that. And yeah, there's a lot of hoops to go through and everything else.
And there was a big fee to pay
Actually,
for,
I
wasn't
think there were probably more that applied, but these 79 met all the criteria.
Okay.
Okay, you with me so far?
And wasn't there like a giant fee they had to pay just to apply? I
I really don't know.
was thinking there was.
Really don't know. But yeah, it's taken a while, and 5 have been selected for that. There will be 5 in the city proper of Sioux Falls, medical marijuana dispensary.
Do we know
Okay.
who those 5 are or not yet?
Yeah, I do, and they were all kind of flying under, little
Different names?
company names. It didn't say like, hey, Bob Lindquist got one.
Right.
Okay.
It was like, blah, 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 Inc., whatever.
Okay.
But here's the thing. Where's all this pot going to come from, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Where
Who's
is it
going to
gonna
grow
come
this
from?
dope, man?
Who?
What's going on?
Yeah. Who's
Well, the
gonna?
thing is, one of the first things they did is for medical marijuana, and again, it is a crop, just like corn, wheat, whatever, it's got to be grown. City of Sioux Falls, no. Ban, there will be no growing in Sioux Falls.
Okay.
So, hey, you guys over on the north end, man, put another blanket over your windows.
Oh, wow.
Just saying. You know who you are.
This is legalish now. Yeah, not quite.
But apparently, I can see your grow lights in the attic. You're just kidding no one. Yankton and Lincoln counties are wide open.
Oh, okay.
It's like farmers, seriously. If you want to just take, 10 acres, you don't want to do the soybean thing. From what I understand, and this is just because I've seen some documentaries on PBS, apparently there's money in marijuana.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I've been told that.
Yeah.
So that's all there is to it.
So then on a TV show once.
Now, you probably do know the only functioning dispensary in the state right now is being operated by the Flandreau Santee Sioux tribe, which I think fired up this past summer.
July, I think it was, yeah.
Yeah, and from what I understand, it's generated revenues of, millions of dollars.
That doesn't surprise me.
Oh, and the city has issued, what is it? You're going to need a little card
Oh, okay.
to actually use it because you have to be cleared. Not just anybody. I mean, it's medical marijuana.
So you need to have a reason.
So you're going to need ID for that too, and those cards have been finished as well. So yeah, from what I can tell, as far as who's going to supply this stuff.
Do we know when they'll start supplying it?
Well, what's happening now is they have their 5 tentative companies and or whatever individuals who are going to do this, and there's still some hoops to go through.
Gotcha.
It's a long process.
Yeah,
which is why even though when the vote came down was that last year where both medical marijuana and recreational marijuana were voted yay by the state.
Yeah.
It's a long, arduous process.
Huh.
So as far as these 5 dispensaries opening up, I'm guessing it's probably literally not till next year at least, and probably mid 2022.
Gotcha.
Because it's kind of a big deal.
It is. Thank you for the update, sir.
Yeah.
Dan's got his finger on the pulse.
No, I'm just saying, they put the kibosh on growing it in Sioux Falls. Now I've got a rototiller that I have no use for whatsoever. Whatever. Hello, Facebook Marketplace.
And all these lights for sale. All right. It is your morning coffee break brought to you by Kalani's Bistro on the corner, 26th and Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls.
Many new students sign up for credit cards that are not very good. Have a conversation about how to properly use credit so they don't learn this lesson the hard way. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Want one that offers points? We have those. Want a card to help you build credit? We have those too. Bettercreditcards.com is designed to help you get a better credit card. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for a bright spot of news brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. They can brighten any room with a beautiful light fixture. We're going to brighten your day right now with some positive news. And I've got a really cool story here. I've got on the phone Taylor Van Emmerich, a senior at T Area High School. And we're going to chat with him right now about the 2021 Jingle Bell Run. It's coming up this weekend, isn't it, Taylor?
Yeah, it is, and it's looking to be beautiful weather, and it should be really fun.
And this is going to be in Sioux Falls, downtown Sioux Falls. Starts at Faywick Park. And if people would like to join this, we're going to tell them how to do that in a little bit. But I think this is really cool. This is for the Arthritis Foundation. And let's talk a little bit about how you got involved in this. I love this story.
Yeah. So actually, I was diagnosed with arthritis when I was 9 years old. And they did a lot to help me with my diagnosis, and they provide resources and a sense of community and stuff like that. And so I've been participating in events throughout the years, Jingle Bell Run, Art for Arthritis Gala, other fundraisers and stuff like that. And when I thought of my senior project, I thought of, I want to give back to an organization that's helped me out so much. And I decided that the Jingle Bell Run was the way to do that. And so I just contacted our local staff member, and she immediately got me involved with it, and ever since then I've been organizing it.
I think that's really cool, and kudos to you for reaching out and saying, hey, how can I help? But also thanks for stepping up and kind of being the person in charge this year. That's really neat. Now, you've been involved in this event in the years past, but this is the first time you've kind of taken the lead, right?
Yeah. Last year, actually, it was virtual when I did a little Santa suit fundraiser, and they made me run a 5K in a Santa suit, but the other years we've always had great outfits. I've been involved with the Jingle Bell Run for probably about 8 years now.
Nice.
So,
well, it's a really neat event. We've been to it numerous times, and it's usually on the same night as the lighted parade, the downtown parade for downtown Sioux Falls, and they kind of have these two things that kind of go hand in hand. If people would like to run, or be a part of the Jingle Bell Run, what is the next step? How do they do that? How do they get their packet and get involved?
So the run is actually on November 27th this year. It's the day after the Parade of Lights. And if you want to join, if you want to run, if you want to walk, we welcome walkers as well. You can go to www.jbr.org/Sioux Falls, or we'll also have day of registration open on site. So if you feel like you're just up and energetic on Saturday morning, come on out and we'll get you registered and you get your shirt and everything on site.
And jbr.org for Jingle Bell Run. So jbr.org/Sioux Falls. And again, is there a fee to be a part of this, and how does that work?
Yeah, so I think right now the fee is $40 if you pre-register. I think the day of it raises up to $45. So definitely an incentive to pre-register. Otherwise, you'd just be paying the $5 extra. But.
And either way, it's an awesome thing because that money goes to a great cause, the Arthritis Foundation. And again, Taylor knows firsthand, as a person that's been a recipient of help from them, this is a great organization, isn't it?
It truly is. They provide camps for kids suffering from arthritis. That's where I've met a lot of my friends who are also suffering from arthritis. They provide different resources like power packs to help us with our pain and different research opportunities to help us understand that they are making headway in finding a cure.
And again, if you'd like to do it, it's this Saturday, so it's not after the parade this year, or before the parade, I think is when they used to do it. It's actually the day after the parade in downtown Sioux Falls. So if you'd like to be a part of this, you can just stop by Faywick Park, or better yet, register in advance, JBR for Jingle Bell Run. Again, jbr.org. Taylor, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, John.
And again, the event is coming up this weekend. I'd love to see a lot of folks come out and be a part of it. If you'd like to get more information, you can find it right now. I just clicked on the website myself, and that is jbr.org.
Merry Christmas! Oh, you're not ready for that yet. How about Happy Halloween? At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all of the fun holidays throughout the year with funny, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we have a gift idea for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day, whether you buy these weird gifts or not. It's worth checking out, just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Time now for the newsiest news we do from the award-winning news journalist in our studio, Mr. Dan Farris.
Wow.
I might have goofed up the intro.
It's okay. Make some more space
some
in
news.
that trophy case. Yeah. Because I really am a media darling. There's no doubt about it. Let's see. It's Thanksgiving week. We'd switch things up just a little bit and do just some kind of warm, fuzzy, happy news. Anybody up for that?
Sure, absolutely, always.
How about we scoot down south and visit Mississippi for just a moment, shall we? Young 13-year-old Abraham came down with a really, really pretty, horrifying bone marrow cancer type deal.
Oh, geez.
That's too bad. I thought it was going to be happy news.
It is.
Oh.
That's just the beginning of the story, John.
Oh, okay.
I have a beginning, a middle, and an end.
Yeah, he's trying to teach me.
That's all there is to it. Did go through a series of surgeries, operations, transfusions, etc., and he is on the mend. Meanwhile, he did hook up with Make-A-Wish.
Okay.
And he's been somewhat of a little hero. In fact, he and his family once a month head down to a local park there in Jacksonville and hand out bag lunches to the homeless folks.
I think that's so sweet.
So anyway, now being granted his wish, and I know here in Sioux Falls, as I've been involved with Make-A-Wish off and on for years, and I think the average wish is somewhere between like $7,000 and $9,000
Wow.
per child. Anyway, the Make-A-Wish people approached Abraham and said, hey, you know what? You've been cleared to travel. You can pretty much do what you want for the next little while. What say you, Abraham? What would you like to do? He said, well, I'd like to take that money and feed the homeless.
How cool is that?
That's so amazing.
So now
Abraham's an awesome dude.
Now they have it set up through other donations, food suppliers, supermarkets around the area, whatever. They are set up seriously so Monday through every day of the week for the next entire year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, he's 13 years old, and that was his wish, and that's what
amazing.
he's getting.
That's
I love
very
that.
cool.
He'll
I
literally
love
be
that.
helping thousands of people for right into next year. So
I love that.
yeah, thought I'd share that little bit of
Great
news
kid.
there. How about some sports, anybody?
Let's do
it. Sports brought to you by Bert and the team at Hockey Headquarters, right there on North Hercules in the Sanford Sports Complex. Everything for hockey, new and used. Figure skating, too. And did you know they have over 2,000 square feet of fantastic gift items for everybody in the fam. That's all there is to it. All right, Thanksgiving Day, that is a big football day, believe it or not. Did you know, for instance, the Detroit Lions have played every Thanksgiving since 1934?
Oh, wow.
Really?
They do switch up the teams. They do switch up whatever. The only mainstay every Thanksgiving is that the Detroit Lions are going to be on the field Thanksgiving Day. There's actually 3 games on Thanksgiving. You got the Vegas Raiders are going to Dallas. I'm taking the Cowboys by 7.
Okay.
Bills visit the Saints. Bills win by a field goal. Don't write any of this down because I have no idea what I'm talking about. But this one I do. The early game, the Detroit Lions are entertaining the Chicago Bears, who may or may not have head coach Nagy standing there because loser. Bears are 3-7 on the year. The Lions, I think, one of my favorite records ever. So far, they are 0-9-1.
That's not great, is
tied
it?
Pittsburgh a couple weeks ago. Hey, they tied Pittsburgh. I kind of called that game, too.
You did.
So here's the skinny. Bears rookie quarterback Justin Fields got banged out of the game in their loss against the Ravens. Some ribs, may have ruptured his spleen. We don't know. But the fact of the matter is, Andy Dalton will be under center on Thursday. Andy, the Red Rifle. He's a ginger, Heidi.
Okay.
Literally call him the Red Rifle.
Okay.
We are not
Do it.
sports people. Dan does sports just to get us a little bit of info.
If you recall, and maybe you don't, the Bears picked up Andy last year from the Cowboys for about $150, and I think 2 first-round draft picks.
Oh, wow. Heck of a deal.
Both teams did lose this past Sunday, mainly because they're both pretty bad football teams. But here's the deal. The Bears are going to cash in. The Bears will cash in on a third-quarter safety. Final score, Chicago 2, Detroit 0.
Okay.
From the Sunny 93.3. Hey, call your bookie. News desk. I'm Dan Farris reminding you it's news to me. Thanks for watching. Good night, everybody.
In the past year, did you find yourself drinking more often? The stress of the last year had that effect on many people. If you're struggling to get back to normal and get the booze out of your daily routine, there is help. TimeForRehab.com would love to help you find the best option for you. There are many different programs. TimeForRehab.com will do our best to match you up with the program that will work best for your needs. Learn more at TimeForRehab.com. We want to help. TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Tuesday, November 23rd, 2021. Equities got a boost from good news on Monday that set the S&P 500 up to a new all-time high. The news? Jerome Powell has been nominated for another term as the head of the Federal Open Market Committee. As the head of the committee, he will be tasked with monitoring the U.S. monetary policy and keeping tabs on inflation. With inflation running hotter than expected, it's expected the FOMC will be raising rates next year. The question is, by how much? The CME's FedWatch tool, an indication of market sentiment regarding interest rate hikes, has seen the average expectation creep higher in recent weeks, with most participants expecting at least one hike by June. And many believe the first will come much sooner than the June meeting. You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.